Hey, good morning everybody. Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org. It's morning on Maui, and where are we at? We're on the beach. Where else would you want to be, right? So the purpose of this video today is twofold. Number one is to fulfill a request for Tina. Tina, you said you like Maui in the morning, so do I. And number two is to bring awareness to the Maui Food Bank. So if you haven't watched the Maui Food Line video, I encourage you to please Google it, put it in the YouTube search bar, just put in Maui Food Line. Watch the video. We're coming out of the COVID crisis. I don't know if we're coming out of it or if we're going back into it. But one thing I know for sure is we need to continue to raise awareness for the people in need on this beautiful little island. Many people call it the most beautiful island in the world. I tend to agree. Good morning, Karen. I tend to agree. Maui is no ka'oi, not just the best island in Hawaii, but the best island in the world. And the people here are hurting. Been unemployed for 6.5 months. Thankfully, the visitor numbers are coming back, but we got a long way to go. So every single week, they're lining up for food. As a matter of fact, they're doing it this morning on Thursday. I was supposed to be filming that this morning, but unfortunately or fortunately, I have to go to work. So I'm very thankful I do have a job. I'm a real estate agent here on the west side of Maui, all over Maui, and I've got some people that just flew in from Dallas that we're going to be looking around the Montage, the Plantation Estates, and Mahana Estates. So next week, hopefully, I'll do the Thursday expose of the Maui Food Line here. But please watch that video. And number two, or number three, I forget where I'm at, is to encourage you to come visit. So you can see what this place is like. You can get your Maui fix right now as I'm going to go on this beautiful beach walk with you. But you can basically see what it's like here right now. So you get that comfort level and you can say, hey, let's go to Maui, let's vacation, let's stimulate the economy. Besides sharing the Maui Food Line video, besides giving to the MauiFoodBank.org if you can, come and give yourself to the islands, right? We want your presence here. We want your wallet here. We want you to come experience this morning walk yourself. And also I want to bring awareness to the fact that now you have to wear a mask when you're anywhere outside on Maui, which I'm clearly not doing right now, but I'm on the beach and I'm looking around and I honestly don't see anybody on the beach wearing a mask. I just don't. But anywhere else I go now, I do wear my mask, and I want you to know that if you want to show your aloha, you can put the official HawaiiRealEstate.org mask on your face. It's a rainbow, it's gorgeous, and every dollar that I raise from the sale of anything on my channel goes directly to the MauiFoodBank.org. So you can find these masks and all of my products at ipracticealoha.com. So please check it out, support the channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this. But we're gonna get our Maui fix on this morning with this beautiful walk. So thank you for that long introduction. Again, my name is Eric West, and this is your Maui fix. Thanks for tuning in. And we're just gonna go for a walk this morning. So guys, I just want you to pretend like you're here going on this beautiful walk. I'm not gonna talk, I might point out a few things here and there, but this is sort of virtual reality, if you will, on a beautiful morning walk. And where am I located? I am on Ka'anapali North Beach. So that right down there is Ka'anapali, Black Rock. I'm on the north section of the beach, right behind Airport Beach Park. And this is actually what I would probably be doing if I wasn't sharing it with you. I'd be going for a run right down this little stretch of water. And I'd be doing it right here where the water meets the sand. Okay, hey, here's a guy that's got his mask on the beach. So hey, call me wrong. Morning. So we're gonna count how many people have a mask on at the beach. How's that? We're gonna do a little test. I've got the gimbal today, guys, no one wheel, just nice smooth video. And this is exactly what you would probably do if you were here on vacation or if you lived here, so why not do it virtually on a YouTube Live? And this is, in my opinion, the best stretch of beach on Maui. It's just my personal opinion. The reason for that is simple. Number one, it's a good swimming beach because there's lots of sand. You can see this gentleman over here walking with his kid in the sand, so you're not going to hurt your feet on coral or rocks, but you do have coral further out a little bit, so it's good for scuba diving. So there are fish here because there is a coral reef, but it's super deep, so you're never going to get big breaking waves here. So it's just a great place to swim, exercise, just very calm. Just a calm stretch of water. It doesn't have the hustle and bustle of South Kaanapali, although I do love South Kaanapali Beach. But that gets much bigger waves crashing, so when a swell comes, you can really get hammered down there if you're not careful, whereas this is pretty much always like this. It's pretty rare you get some big beach breakers right here. I also got engaged, so it has sort of a special place in my heart. Got engaged underwater by Black Rock. That's a good memory, obviously. So just a beautiful, beautiful morning. And this is about average, right? This is about what you can expect day in, day out in Hawaii. Yeah, there's a few days where it gets a little cloudy or a little rainy, but generally speaking, I tell my clients it's like a Swiss watch, the weather here. Best weather on the planet. Blue sky, slight trade wind breeze, although it's very still today. Temperature right now, sun just popped up. It's about, I don't know, 75, 77. Gorgeous, huh? How about we get a little shot right here? Huh? Yeah. I love the morning colors as the light first hits the ocean. Woo! That felt good. It's a beautiful time of day to go snorkel. Go for a swim with your snorkel mask on. It revives you, refreshes you. We got a guy out there paddling on his one man, two guys. Oh, wait a second. There's a whole fleet. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 people on their one man, and there's a double. That's a great form of exercise. Just all kinds of options. Over here to my left, I'm just passing MKV, Maui Kaanapali Villas. And then just to the south of that is the Royal Lahaina Resort. And just south of that is the cabana for Maui Eldorado. If you've been watching these lives for a while, you know I'm always encouraging my viewers to please do a shout out in the comment section. If you have stayed in one of these resorts, if you want to say something good, if you want to say something maybe not so good, you know, it's just an honest forum. I'm not getting paid by any of these places to do this, so I'm not, you know, some paid sponsor guy. I just sell a little bit of real estate here and there. But yeah, share what you experienced, share where you've stayed. If there's an employee or someone that did a fantastic job for you, shout them out. Next time you're here, tip them. Everyone here, they might have a smile on their face. When they go home at night, they're thinking to themselves, how am I going to survive? How am I going to make it? So that extra 20 or that extra 100 you stuff in their shirt pocket, you know, could be the difference between their kids eating 2 meals a day versus 1. And I don't say that lightly. But you can see the numbers are low, right? I mean, right now I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 12 people in front of one of the best resorts on Maui on a beautiful, beautiful morning. It's not many. It's not 6 a.m., right? It's 8 and change. Please be sure to thumbs up the video if you enjoy a little beach walk in the morning on Maui. Share it with your friends. You got some friends that you know go to Hawaii or have never been to Hawaii. Share the video and go, hey, come on down. Let's go to Hawaii. Let's stick our toes in the sand, a little drink in our hand, relax, unwind, unplug, maybe retire early. You know, you've been thinking, tired of working. Pull the plug. Come over here, buy a pair of board shorts, stand-up paddleboard, and spend your mornings learning how to drop into blue walls of Hawaiian bathwater. I'm telling you, it beats the mainland. That I can promise you. Huh? Isn't this fun? I'm having a blast, guys. The only difference between what I would normally be doing is I might be jogging or running, and then I'd be splashing through this water and going in it and getting wet and sitting there just floating on my back and pinching myself a little bit here and there. I survived many winters. I used to sit in my basement office and I'd have a screensaver on my giant big screen TV of this right here, waves lapping in as I watch the snow pile up outside. I'm like, hey, I'm there in spirit. And it was just a matter of time before I made it my reality. And I don't regret it. People say, hey Eric, do you get island fever? I'm like, I get mainland fever. I get on the mainland for more than a week or two. I'm like, oh, time for go home. Time to go back. Too many cars, too much traffic, too much stress, really. It's one thing about Hawaii, man, is it will chill you out. And as you probably know, stress is probably the #1 cause of disease. Body wasn't designed to handle all that stress. So you come here, you almost get forced into relaxing a little bit. It's the culture. It's the environment. I don't know about you guys, but when I go somewhere, I can just feel the energy of a place. I can just sense it, you know? And it's either calming and relaxing and I'm at peace, or it's just unsettling. I think we're more aware creatures than we know to what's going on in our environment. So to have a place that's chilled out, like tell you what, if you ever want to get really chilled out, go to Molokai. I mean, that's even a degree of separation chiller than Maui, right? It makes Maui look like the hustle and bustle island. You go to Molokai, I tell people all the time, you leave the airport and your blood pressure drops another 20 points. It's like going to Hawaii back in the 40s. There's nothing happening over there. And sometimes that's just what the doctor ordered. Nothing. Just nothing. We're just like busy bees flying around like little ants carrying stuff to and fro. For what reason? Well, for a lot of people it's making a living, I get that. But sometimes it becomes just an act of habit. You gotta know when to break the habit and just move on to the next chapter. So here we are, Maui El Dorado. Beach cabana. Check that out, huh? You have a condo there. You are in the sand, right on the water, all day long. The resort is between here, the golf course, so it's not right on the ocean, but you kind of get a nice hybrid with access to this cabana. If you watched any of my previous videos, you know that there's also, about almost 4 miles of beach walk, boardwalk up to the left. You can continue through the Sheraton Black Rock to the South Kaanapali boardwalk, so you don't have to walk on the sand. But that's my preference. Gives you a little extra workout, if you will, a little more resistance. I'm surprised at people that go running on the streets here on Maui. I'm like, why are you running in traffic where a car could be texting and swerve over and destroy your entire situation when you could be down here on the beach running? I never get it. There's no exhaust fumes here, you know. There's just saltwater fumes, and that's the best fumes in the world, right? I mean, the ionic, negative ions or whatever coming off this place will just, and then you get some of that mineral absorption in the water. There's some kind of minerals in there that the body just needs. I don't know what it is, but I guarantee you, these two guys here, they're gonna feel good when they get out of that water. They won't even understand it. But they understand it intuitively. All right, guys, we're coming up to the end here. I said I wasn't going to talk during this thing, but I don't know. Had a few things to share. Hopefully it was a little bit of a value add. I wish I could stay here all day long and just do nothing, but unfortunately, or fortunately I should say, unfortunately, I gotta go to work. I see kind of a dark shadow right there. I don't know what that is. Either it's a big rock or it's a big creature of some kind. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's weird. See if we can get a little higher perspective on it. This is a cool little corner of the world, huh? Where light meets dark. Yeah, it's just like a big shadow. Huh. This is weird. I'm not aware of a big rock right there, but maybe there is. Let's get up a little bit higher. Make sure I don't fall and crash. Maybe get a little bit higher. It makes sense. Ooh. There we go. Oh, it's a palm tree shadow. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, well, at least I figured it out, right? Didn't sit here and study it for 20 minutes. So this is the stretch I just walked right here. Gorgeous, huh? All the way up on the left is the Mahana. And then you have the Pink Hotel, Kanapali Beach Club, Hunuakai with Dukes in front of it. By the way, if you haven't watched that Dukes video from the other night, please do so, because there was a performer in there, Damien, that did a version of Shallows on his ukulele, and it was, wow, it was so amazing. So I actually reached out to the manager because some of you guys wanted to tip him. So I have his contact information inside the description of that video, but just Google up Dukes, Maui, and it should be the first thing that pulls up. So anyway, guys, I hope this has been exciting. As you can see, I'm breaking a little sweat right now, but it's nice. Wow, so nice. Hello from Vancouver, Canada. Aloha, Vancouver. Check it out. Thank you for watching HawaiiRealEstate.org, getting your Maui fix. Got some exercisers behind me here. Beautiful day in Hawaii, Paradise. Mahalo, Eric. Thank you, Karen, for checking in. I appreciate it. I'm standing on a wet rock. It's never smart, but I know it's small kind waves. So anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll be back again. If you have a suggestion of where you'd like me to go, hit me in the comments. I always try to fulfill those requests if can. Don't forget to pick up your iPractice Aloha gear. Put your mask on if you come here, because you could get a ticket for $5,000, and I think it's like a criminal thing. I mean, they need to make it a misdemeanor for $100, like Mayor Kirk Caldwell said, but so far, it's authoritarianism at its finest. So bring your mask, but style and don something really cool. Support the channel, support the MauiFoodBank.org. Watch the Maui Food Line video if you haven't. And, oh, that sun feels good, right? Are you cold somewhere right now in the Northern Hemisphere? Just know this exists. Defrosting as we speak. Of course, I defrosted about 10 years ago. But thanks again, guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and I shall return. Till next time, Eric West out.